This is PR Sundar. Welcome to Post Market Report sponsored by Delta.exchange. As expected, so the Nifty rallied. In the today morning itself, I told you that Trump has extended the deadline for European Union 50% tax. Asian markets were higher. The GIFT Nifty was indicating only 40-50 point higher. But at some point of time, Nifty was up by 200 points. First, let us look at the basics. On 12th of May, Monday, the Nifty shot up nearly 1000 points from previous day's close to that day. And after that, it is just a consolidation. This consolidation is happening between 24,500 on the downside and 25,200 on the upside. The 24,500 was tested 2 times. We can say it is a double bottom. So when the double bottom is confirmed, when the market rallies significantly from the second bottom. I think now the Nifty has rallied significantly, more than 500 point. So therefore, we can assume that 24,500 is a very, very, very strong support. But still, 24,500, just 3 days away for expiry, still that is trading, I think, around 40-45 rupees. I think more than 45 rupees. So that is really surprising. And today, as expected, IT led the rally, and surprisingly, auto index also did very, very well. And Reliance supported, HDFC Bank supported, ICICI Bank supported. So it was a broad-based rally. The mid cap, small cap, everything rallied. But however, there are some big concerns now. Number one, when a market is on the uptrend, that too not with any major news, or that too not very big gap up, gap down. Of course, the US, European Union taxation extension is there, but that news, should not affect our market because that news came after our market closed on Friday. So therefore, we can say for our market, there is no news. And then market is moving higher, not significantly, but close to close basis, it is about 100 point, 120 point higher. But still, the volatility index has shot up more than 5%. Normally, the volatility index shoots up on a way down, and very rarely in the market, when the market is rising, the volatility index shoots up. So which means that now the fear is actually on the higher side. Means like people would have written more calls, when the markets are lower. So they are struggling. Okay, that's okay. Call premiums are shooting up. So therefore, IV is becoming higher. But we have only 3 days for expiry. At the money short straddle is trading with a 400 rupees premium. Normally around this time, it trades with only about 200 point premium. But this time it is trading with a 400 point premium. So that's very huge. And forget about Nifty. Look at the Sensex. Sensex at the money short straddle, it is trading close to 1000 rupees just tomorrow expiry, just 1 day. If tomorrow market do not gap up or gap down significantly, the premiums will have to collapse. And then the probability of big gap up, gap down tomorrow is also very, very low. Why? Very simple, because the US markets are closed today. So usually what happens, why the markets rally today all over Asia? Because of the Trump announcement. So US market is the mother market. So, some news flow, that affects the other markets. But today, US market is closed. So because of that, as long as the Trump is not talking anything bad or good, tomorrow markets are likely to open flat. Flat means, maybe maximum 0.25% or 0.5%, not more than that. But the premiums are really very, very good. So of course, those who have some extra capital, if they deploy now, they can get very good premium. And, but the problem with most of the option sellers, they would have already deployed the capital. On Friday, I actually sold 25,800 call option. 25,800 is very, very far away. I sold around 10 rupees 50 paise. It came down to close around 6 rupees 25 paise. Today that has shot up to 17 rupees. Even I think closing it was more than 10 rupees only. So far out of the money options where the probability of market going there is very, very low, still trading at a very, very decent premium, I would say. That is probably, people are selling calls aggressively, far out of the money calls they are buying, or people are selling puts aggressively, buying the far out of the money puts, for hedging. So probably that could be the reason. So anyway, next 3 days, I'm expecting market to be very, very volatile. So if there is no expected volatility, why the premiums are shooting up like this? Why the at the money straddle is trading at 400 rupees? Right? So anyway, so last Friday, both FIIs and DIIs were net buyers. And the negative news that came after Friday disappeared before Monday. So therefore, our market has rallied. So anyway, I'm sticking to my level, the 24,500 to 25,200 for the next 3 days. So let us see what is going to happen. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.